Hi everybody, thanks for joining the virtual open house at the University of Manitoba, and thanks for dropping by our booth for St. John's College. My name is Fayaz and I'm the Dean of Residence at St. John's College.
And I'm Sherry Peters, the Registrar at St. John's College.
We thought this might be a good opportunity for us to give you a bit of an information about St. John's College just so that you can get to know us a little bit better and be a part of our community. So I'll ask Sherry a few questions first and then she can ask me a few questions. Sherry, what is St. John's College and how does it benefit a student?
St. John's College is what we like to call a smaller community on the larger campus. It is, consider it like a club or a sorority or a student group, but it's paid membership, so it's $10 a term. And basically we provide benefits for students. Benefits like scholarships and bursaries, study space, you get 10% discount at our food services. I'm an academic coach for our students, so I'm here to help you make sure that you achieve your academic success. We have a chaplain, and essentially we are here to make sure that you achieve the success that you want at the university.
Student success is very important to us. So Sherry, you mentioned something about scholarships and bursaries. Could you please elaborate on that?
Sure. So our scholarships and bursaries are separate from what the university offers. Last year we gave out, I believe it was over $130,000 in scholarships and bursaries. So scholarships are based more on academic achievement, so on your grade point average, and then bursaries are more to do with financial need. And we have, like I said, over $130,000 in scholarships and bursaries. International students are welcome to apply, which is a bonus that not every scholarship or bursary on campus is eligible for that. And this is in addition to what the university offers. We have a smaller student base, so you have more opportunity to actually get some money. Free money is always good.
That is always good.
So we have the smaller community, but what about living on campus?
Well, as I mentioned, my role at the St. John's College is Dean of Residence. So my job is specifically to the residents at St. John's College. We have a residence that hosts about 100 students per year in the residence at a time. Our residence is a very small net, tight, it's community-based living, right? So all of our rooms are single dorm room style rooms with communal space all around the residence building. It is a great way for students to get very well integrated into the university life and into the university itself. We provide our own meal service, which is right in the building, in the residence building, and it is considered one of the better options for food in the campus. It's great food. I've enjoyed it myself as well. The building, the way that we are located in the campus, it will be a maximum of 10 minutes walking distance from wherever your classes may be, so it is very convenient. And because we want students to only focus on their studies, we want to take on all the other responsibilities of your life.
So what you're saying is, if I live in residence, I don't have to share a room?
You don't, no.
What about bathrooms?
Bathrooms are all communal in the hallways, and they are gender specific. So, but they are always very close to your room.
And I don't have to cook. What about cleaning and laundry?
You don't have to clean either. Like cleaning, we do encourage students to do it for themselves because, responsibilities. But we have our own cleaning services, and they clean residents' rooms once a week. However, because of COVID, we have minimized on that avenue a little bit for now, just to make sure that we're maintaining safety for everybody. And as for laundry, we have laundry services in our building right as well, and it is very cheap to do laundry in the building as well.
So I might be moving in.
I know, right? So Sherry, I would like to ask you if we have any students' unions or associations at St. John's College for students.
We do. We actually have two of them. So there's the Residents Association. The resident students have their own student association that plans their events. And then we have the larger student association for what we call the day students, but well, it's for all of our students. And they plan all kinds of activities like barbecues, they're doing a paint night, they've gone to the corn maze. Again, with things being mostly virtual right now, last year they had a magic show online, and they've had trivia nights and game nights, and they've managed to have all kinds of fun. Again, once we're back in person, I'm sure they'll do things like going to Lasertopia and Sky Zone, and as well they also do like to give back, so there are community fundraising events too. They've raised money for Cancer Care Manitoba, Ronald McDonald House, and Manitoba Mutts? Mutts Manitoba, the dog rescue, and we get to pet the puppies and have some baking. They have a bake sale with that, and again, there are your support system and your community.
It sounds like all the events that the student councils and the student unions host are just to encourage students' network activity.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely. And we have students from all the different departments on campus, all the different faculties. So you get to know students from, if you're in science, you'll get to know students in pharmacy and medicine and agriculture and fine arts. So you'll get to know students from all the different areas. And you never know, you might find your next study partner, you might find your new best friend from a different faculty. It's great.
Sounds great. What kind of study spaces are there on campus?
That is one of the best parts about being at St. John's College as a student. We have all kinds of study space. Our library is fantastic. It's open to everybody. Members of the college are allowed to use our classrooms as study space, especially if they have group projects. It is fantastic. Again, with COVID right now, I think most of our classrooms are closed, but once they open up. And our student association also rents out what we call study carrels. So we have 2 larger classroom spaces designated as study carrels. And in those classrooms, there are 35 and 45 desks. You rent your desk for the year. You get your desk, you have your key to the class, to that room, and that's where you can do all your studying. You have 24-hour access. You have 24 hours access. You can leave your stuff there. Only the people with keys, with desks, have a key to that room. There's a fridge that students spend all kinds of time in there, especially during exams. And then of course the 2 study carrel rooms, they have their own groups, and they'll have a pizza night or a cram night during exam time to kind of let loose and have a bit of fun too.
So it sounds like even if you do not live in the residence, you always have a place with a study carrel where you can stay in the campus and continue your studies or relax.
Yep, always.
Perfect.
So tell me, Fayaz, what kind of resources are there for international students?
So international students, or students actually from small towns around Manitoba or other provinces, whenever they come to the university, it is very common for students to feel that initial culture shock, and that can last for a while. We at St. John's College, we have our own, support system, if I may, for students for whatever kind of issues or troubles they may face. And a few of them, one of them we call is Thrive. It's basically a student peer-to-peer mentorship program, study program. So if a international student who is having a difficulty to get accustomed to the way that they need to study to have a successful university career, then we have these coaching sort of sessions under this program, which is great for students to learn how to even study for their exams or their classes. There is also International Center for students over at University of Manitoba. So as I mentioned, St. John's College is our own community, but overall at the university level as well, there are so much student support that are set up for students for their well-being. So International Center for Students is a great resource for international students to get accustomed with. And then there are another whole level of support system that you can find readily available on umanitoba.ca.
So we've talked a bit about COVID, we've mentioned it, but how has it affected the studying situation here for students?
So I don't know if all of you are aware or not. Of course, with the COVID, the university had to go into remote learning for the past year, or a bit more than past the year. As we did that, the St. John's College itself, we had to decide how much we wanted to stay open. I'm happy to say that we have maintained the residence operations throughout the whole pandemic, because There were students who would be in a very precarious position if we had to close down our residence, and we have supported those students and we continue to do that. But as we go into opening the university more and more, now we are returning to more of our in-person activities, so more opportunities for students to do those in-person activities so that they can get networking going for them. So it's looking better. Or
Yes, thank goodness for that.
Yes.
So if any student at the University of Manitoba is wanting to be a member of St. John's College, can they? And can you tell them a little bit more about what life is like here on campus at St. John's College?
Good question. Any student at U of M can become a member of the college. It is a very easy way to become a member of the college. The details of it is all available on our website. But the thing that really sets St. John's College out away from the rest of the university is it is our community's lifestyle in the just around the college. Our whole mentality is to do whatever we can so that individual students that are members of the college can have a successful university life and then success later in their life.
Yeah.
So however we can provide support to them, whether it be through scholarships and bursaries, by the means of, or for financial support, or is it peer-to-peer mentorship for their study purposes, or is it accommodations for their living arrangements. We are here for you and for any student who needs that support to have a great life in university. So we look forward to meeting or seeing some of you in person one day. And in the meantime, we have this virtual open house, and we have our booth set up. So if you have any more questions for us, please feel free to drop into the chat, and both Sherry and I will be there to answer any of your questions. And thank you for your time, and have a wonderful visit.
Thank you.